Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let us give thanks to the presence of God for giving us the opportunity to gather here in a good health without any obstruction. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury that I respect, and for all the participants who join in this speech competition, firstly let me introduce myself. My name is Kendra Tasbita. You can call me Ivy or Ivy. I am from Science 3 grade 11. And the title of my speech is really interesting for me. The title is Youth Pledge Day. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to tell a short story about the struggles of young people during the colonial period. What I will tell you exactly is during the Youth Pledge on October 28 in 1928. As we can know, every October 28 is celebrated as Youth Pledge Day. The Youth Pledge is one of the major milestones in the history of Indonesian independent movement. This Youth Pledge is considered a crystallization of the spirit to affirm the ideals of the founding of the Indonesian state. The Youth Pledge was sparked from the decision of the Second Youth Congress, which was held for 2 days, namely on 27 until 28 October in 1928 in Batavia or Jakarta. 2 years earlier, the first Youth Congress had also been held for 30 April to May in 1926 in Batavia. The objective of the first Youth Congress were, among other things, to find a way to foster a single youth association, namely by forming a central body with the aim of advancing the unity and nationhood of Indonesia. In addition, it is for the sake of strengthening relations between fellow youth associations of the country. The first Youth Congress ended without any success because there were still differences in the views. After that, several meetings were held to find unity of thought, so it was agreed that the Second Youth Congress would be held. The first day of the Second Youth Congress occupied in Catholic Jonglangan Bond Building or the Catholic Youth Building. Meanwhile, the second days of the Congress was held at Os Java Building, which is now on Jalan Medan Merdeka Utara in central Jakarta. The objective of the Second Youth Congress include creating the aspiration of all Indonesian youth association, discussing several issues of the Indonesian youth movement, and the strengthening national awareness and strengthening Indonesian unity. Ladies and gentlemen, let me read the Youth Pledge. Kami, putra-putri bangsa Indonesia, bertanah air satu, tanah air Indonesia. Kami, putra-putri bangsa Indonesia, berbangsa satu, bangsa Indonesia. Kami, putra-putri bangsa Indonesia, berbahasa satu, bahasa Indonesia. The Congress, which lasts for 2 days, finally gave birth to a declaration that is remembered today. The figure who again contributed to the formulation of the declaration was Muhammad Yamin. When the Congress was underway, Yamin began to write down the idea. The title is Youth Pledge on a piece of paper. After that, he turned her paper into Sugondo Joyo Puspito, who was the chairman of the Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, we are already arrived in the end of my speech. We can conclude the value of the united. The first meaning of the Youth Pledge for the Indonesian nation is to teach the value of Indonesian unity. The struggle of the youth in gaining independence was very great, as evidenced by various incidents involving youth in the pre-independence era. Youth and youth leaders of the Youth Pledge have sacrificed their time, energy, touch, moral, and even more property to unite the Indonesian nation. Without the meaning of the Youth Pledge and the struggle of young people at that time, it is possible that Indonesia would not have achieved unity again, the country's inventors. In this era, we can interpret the Youth Pledge in every life in the following way. The way how to interpret is by using good and correct Indonesian, studying the existing culture in Indonesia, respect differences, contribute to advancing the nation, save for better future. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my speech. Thank you for hearing my speech. If there is an error, I apologize. Hopefully all the youth can keep the spirit of the Youth Pledge. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.